Let's move on. 4:05 p.m. Eastern. New York Jets 7-8, 4-3 on the road at Seattle Seahawks. 7-8, 3-4 at home at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. 42 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 4 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the line history here for this one. We have the Jets opening up at +1.5. They're now -2.5. Mike White cleared to play. This total opened up at 43, and it dropped to 42 last night, 9:44 p.m. A 1.5 or point drop, depending on where you were shopping. Take a look at the line history here for this one, Jets, Seahawks. We have line value, according to Sports Insights, on the New York Jets. Just 3,548 tickets in, 57% of tickets on the Jets, but 50-50 cash flow. Then 61% of tickets, 84% of cash on the under. We saw it move towards the under. The Jets coming off extra rest and prep after their fourth straight loss. An ugly 19-3 home setback to the Jags on Thursday night. Zach Wilson looked awful. 9 of 18 for 92 yards, no touchdowns in the pick. Eventually pulled for ex-Winnipeg Blue Bomber, Grey Cup champion, Chris Streveler.
2-time, I think.
Well, the 2019, no, he wasn't there in 2021.
Okay.
No, because we
I
didn't
know that there's that picture of him wearing like an open fur coat jacket riding on the parade with the cup. Like I love Chris Streveler made me some money in the preseason. Basically, when he came into the game, you can live bet the Jets, and I think he cashed all of those. He was great.
We love him. We love him. We're fans of Chris Streveler, and he made some fans too in New York because they were doing nothing, and then he ran 9 times for 54 yards. The rest of the Jets ran 11 times for 12 yards over the entire course of the game. The Jets had just 63 yards of offense in the first half and 3 first downs. So it's very likely that we won't see Zach Wilson again in a New York Jets uniform. Mike White cleared the play, as I said. Michael Carter led all receivers with 5 catches, 44 yards at running back, 227 total yards. They were 2 of 13 on third down, 0 of 2 in the red zone. The defense, as always, tried to keep them in it, held the Jags to 1 for 3 in the red zone. Quinnen Williams returned, had the strip sack, third play from scrimmage. And that was about the only good news that came their way. Seahawks coming off a 24-10 loss at Kansas City that led them closer to the death of their playoff hopes. They've not won an Arrowhead since 1999. No Tyler Lockett. He could be back this week. They gained 18 yards on their first 15 plays and were forced to punt on their first 5 possessions. Geno Smith, 25-40 for 215 yards, touchdown and a pick. DK Metcalf caught 7 for 81. Kenneth Walker looked good, 26 carries for 107 yards. They held the ball for 35 minutes of the game and put up 10 points. 2 of 14 on third down. The defense was strong, kept them in it, held the Chiefs to just 297 total yards and 3 of 11 on third down, but the Chiefs went 3 for 3 in the red zone. They had 1 sack, 3 quarterback hits. Al Woods, nose tackle, Achilles, not coming back, it looks like. Strong safety Ryan Neal, knee inactive. And then they lose free safety Joey Blount to a knee injury and right tackle Abraham Lucas to a thigh injury. We don't know the extent of it. And we don't quite know the status of Lockett unless maybe Andy does. I don't at this point. Take it away. I'm interested in your thoughts here very much. Jets, Seahawks.
Yeah, Lockett kind of matters. He's still uncertain, is what they're saying about his status for the game. It's going to be important because this is a tough defense. This is probably another under. Man, I hate playing totals once we get to this point in the season because it gets tight. A lot of the times it's funny, like, I think there's more value betting the NFL once you get to the playoffs. You know what the number is, and you can pretty much just bet matchups. Like, the number is going to be what the number is. A lot of times they don't even move that much during the week. So they have such a good idea of what the market is going to be on for that. But these last few weeks, the NFL are so difficult. So, I do think the Jets being a slight road favorite here is probably fine. Their defense has been playing very tough. The Mike White bump, I guess, is a thing. I know he sucks. He's not good, but he's better than, and I don't think the team likes Zach Wilson. There is something to be said for, like, hey, nobody likes that guy. It's hard to, like, get out there and, especially like a wide receiver who, those passes that they throw where they get hung out to dry a little, like they know they're going to take a big hit. It's awful hard to get up for those when you just hate your quarterback. So maybe there is a little Mike White bump. I think it's an upgrade. I have a hard time betting Seattle right now, the way the defense has been playing. So I don't trust either of these offenses right now. If Lockett's out, that's a really tough ask to play against this Jets defense the way they're rostered. And it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. This Jets offense has been pretty rough. They can't run the ball. When they get Breece Hall back next year, they'll be able to run the ball. He's a big part of what they did right early in the season. So under 42 is kind of a look for me here.
Well, there's 42.5.
Yeah, 42 and a half.
Under 42.5 at 5 dimes minus 105. I'm interested in this 42.5 minus 105. I'm interested in this. I guess,
and really, like, these are another couple teams where it's also funny too that technically the Raiders are not eliminated from the playoffs. They're another one where, like, I think they'd need like they have like 6 teams ahead of them for one wild card spot. Like, and some of those teams play each other. Like, they would need those teams to tie, for them to keep, just ridiculous shit where mathematically they're not out. But these are another couple of these where the Jets aren't out of the playoffs, but they're sitting in a nasty spot there where they got to jump 2 teams within their own division yet to get up into that 7th seed. There's not the Chargers and Ravens have locked up their spot, so there's really only one wild card spot up for grabs in the AFC right now. So they're out, and the Seahawks too, just where they're sitting, they're in a tough spot as well. So I know they have stuff to play for, but man, it feels bad considering like Seattle was favored to win the division, I think, at one point, or at least close to it. And I mean, the Jets were looking real pretty for a while as well.
I like the look you have on the under 42.5 there. I find that very interesting, and we'll take another look tonight and probably add it. Let's move on. Next